Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I want to introduce myself. My name is Andre Adiansa. My student ID number is 2094 to 2028. Today, I will explain about my presentation about groundwater and benefit for human life from my presentation. Hopefully, my explanation about my presentation can add insight to all of us. 1. Introduction. Water found on Earth includes seawater, water in the air, and water on land. Water on land includes lake water, river water, and others. And all this water will undergo evaporation, which is caused by solar heating. Rain that falls to the Earth's surface fall on the land surface, the water surface, lake, rivers, seas, forests, field, respite of or plantation. Water cover almost 71% of the Earth's surface. There are 1.4 trillion cubic kilometers, or about 330 million cubic, are available on Earth. As we know, most of consists of seawater, and very little water comes from other sources that can be used by humans. The second discussion is about the definition of groundwater. I will try to explain a little about what is a groundwater. Definition of groundwater. Groundwater is water that is in the ground. Groundwater is divided into two types, namely shallow groundwater and deep groundwater. Shallow groundwater is water that comes from rainwater tied up by tree roots and located not far away from the groundwater surface and above the impermeable layer. While water inside the rainwater that seeps into the ground even deeper through absorption and filtration process. Based on the process, we can conclude that the deep groundwater is clearer than the shallow groundwater. Peter 1994 said the groundwater is water that is stored in the saturated land and then moved as a flow through rocks and soil layer on the earth until the water comes out as springs, collecting into ponds, lakes, rivers, and the sea. The upper limit of the saturated water column is called the groundwater table, while ASDAQ 2002 says that groundwater is a form of rainwater that flow below the groundwater surface as a result of the geological layering structure difference in the soil moisture potential and the force of earth gravity. And the next discussion is about the process of groundwater formation. Groundwater formation process. In general, the process of groundwater formation follows the hydrological cycle, where most of the rainwater that falls from the atmosphere will flow directly as a surface runoff to rivers, swamps, or lake. Some will seep into the ground. Water first seep into the unsaturated zone and continue to seep until the water saturation zone. That is what will become groundwater. This event will continue to repeat itself like the hydrological cycle from the start of water descending from the atmosphere to the earth until it returns to the atmosphere. And according to the Kodati 2020, the process of groundwater formation is due to the process of infiltration of water on the surface soil that enters the unsaturated soil layer. And when the water content in the unsaturated soil layer reaches the field capacity, the water automatically percolate due to force gravity to the saturated soil layer. And the last discussion is in my presentation this time is about what are benefit of groundwater for the human life. The benefit of groundwater for the human life are: 1, as a human daily needs; 2, as a source of clean water availability; 3, as a means of supporting the irrigation system; 4, as a power generator; and 5, as a natural laboratory. 1, as a human daily needs. As we all know that humans cannot be separate from water. Humans may not eat for a certain period of time, but human can die if they don't drink water. Humans use groundwater for drinking, bathing, washing, cooking, and other needs. However, it must be remembered that not all water that comes from groundwater is suitable for consumption. Groundwater sometimes smells and is cloudy. Such water should not be consumed because it can cause diseases such as diarrhea and skin disease. And two, as a source of clean water availability. Another benefit of groundwater is a natural provider of clean water. Groundwater is enclosed in a layer of soil and protected by rocks. Its location in the ground and has passed through several rocks make groundwater as a source of water that does not need to be filtered anymore because the rock in the soil have become a natural filter for the soil, so that the cleanliness of groundwater water is guaranteed. The characteristic of good and clean groundwater are that the water is not cloudy, tasteless, and colorless, has a neutral pH, low water hardness, and does not contain harmful bacteria such as E. coli bacteria. And three, as a means of supporting the irrigation system. Irrigation is important in agriculture. If the rainfall is low, the farmer need a irrigation system to irrigate the field. The irrigation system must be supported by sufficient water availability. One solution to the problem of water availability for irrigation is the presence of groundwater. Farmer can drill borehole and then pump water from the well to the ground and then flow it to the field. 4. As a power generator, groundwater can also be used as a source of hydropower. In general, hydropower plants utilize surface groundwater in the form of reservoir, lakes, or rivers. However, they are also hydropower plants that use groundwater as a source of power generation. And the last, 5, as a natural laboratory. The location of groundwater that can be seen clearly is cave. The existence of an groundwater river in the cave can be used as a natural laboratory by researchers. Its location is somewhat open, making groundwater search in the cave quiet, easy to research. Many things can be explored by experts. That's because there are many unique organisms that inhabit underground rivers. Maybe that's all from my presentation. Uh, Sorry for my mistake and thank you for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq walhidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.